What up, y'all? Zoochz here. Today I'm going to be doing a draft video. I'll try to switch back between draft and constructed just as a change of pace and for your viewing pleasure. So I'm fresh off the heels of a 5-0 keeper draft. We're going to go with a phantom draft, which I feel is a little bit a better representation of drafting strategy. That way I don't have to sort of handicap myself by picking something that I don't actually need. Okay, so this is an interesting pack in that there's nothing truly outstanding. I think the blessings are by far the best pick. I really like both of these equipments. I think they're both incredibly strong. Like Shield of Aquila, boy, that can do some work. I really hesitate taking two equipments so early. I'm going to take a blessing over a Stonehull plate since we're taking the Shield of Aquila, and you can pick up these. These are common. We'll find plenty of equipment later. As sort of an aside, the reason I'm sort of hedging my draft by not taking two equipment so early is because you only get a finite amount of equipment that you can put in your draft deck, and generally speaking, you add 3 to 4 of the basic starter pieces, i.e. cloak and short sword. So you're really only looking to pick up and play 5 to 6 pieces, maybe 7, depending on like what your gold generation's at. I think Shield of Aquila is powerful enough that I would absolutely want to play it, but and Stonehull plate is too. I 100% would want to put this in my deck, but I'm fairly confident that I'll find a future Stonehull plate. I'm not going to have to worry about it. So I'm going to take the card that's probably equal power level to this plate, but that I have a higher chance of playing in my finalized deck. None of these other cards are worth it. I don't think Necrophos is a particularly strong general. He's okay, but I think you have to do a lot of work just to get him where basic heroes are. So why would I play him? This card is also sort of not particularly inspiring. Anyway, let's take these. Okay, there's nothing particularly good in this pack either. I don't really like either of these red cards. The two Cunning Plans I think are the objectively best cards. These two are unplayable. Bellow's sort of a filler piece. I think Assassin's Veil is pickable, but I'm not sure I'm going to take it here for the aforementioned reason why I don't want to take too many equipment. I've actually found that Pit Fighter of Koiru, whatever you call him, is actually not really that impressive. You don't really trigger him a whole lot, so like, I don't know. He's not really growing to these huge proportions that you might see in other card games because he only works with neighbors. So like with Magic where it would almost say, you know, trigger based on any creature that goes to the graveyard, this is only neighbors. So at best you're getting like +4 attack a turn. So I want to take the 2 Cunning Plan. If we end up in blue, it'll be pretty strong. Thunderstorm is a definite bomb here. After that, I don't know what I want to pick. I'll probably not take the Magnus. I do like him, but I don't think we want to necessarily pick Magnus as our starting hero, especially with these 3 powerful blue cards. I'd rather end up in blue. Rebel Decoy is a fine pickup. I'm going to just keep my options open and say this. Take the Stonehull Cloak, which is so incredibly busted. Yeah. Hope I don't come... Yeah, there we go. Rebel Decoy here. And I'll take a Strafing Run. I don't need these at all. And I don't need these at all. If you hear these noises in the background, it's my dog. Come on. She wants a treat. I'm not going to play Storm Spirit. I think he's one of the worst. I mean, he could be a playable general, but again, you have to do so much work just to get him to a point where other heroes start. Why would you bother playing him? Like, just compare him to Debbie. Like, you have to pump him up 3 times every turn just to get him to Debbie's stats. That's ridiculous. Alright, I'll take these. And we didn't get a good hero, which is kind of no bueno. So we'll end up with a Jamoy probably, because I don't really want to play a Rix. Definitely taking Skywrath Mage. Trying to think of what else to take here. Satyr Magician is okay. Gank is certainly good, but we don't have any black cards. That having been said, I like Debbie as a default black character, so maybe I'll take the Gank just as a way to get folks. Satyr Magician's really quite good though, especially since I'm going to end up with so many high cost cards. Feels silly to take a Gank over her though. I don't think I want a Divine Purpose, and I don't think I want a Favor, because I'm not quite sure that I'm in green or anything. I'm gonna take the Gank. We could end up with black pretty easily. And while Satyr Magician's fine, she's really fragile, so I'd rather have the removal spell. I'll take a Stonehold Pike. Yeah, boy, this is a bad pack. And a Bronze Legionnaire, because it's the only good card in this pack. Jeez, that was a bad pack. Alright, we'll take a Foresight. Oh, man, these are not very good packs. And I guess an Untested Grunt, just to have a low-cost dude that we potentially want to play. Alright, Lost in Time is pretty good. I guess I've played Altar of the Mad Mood before. It can be really good if you get the right deck, so we'll pick it up. Vesture of the Tyrant is incredible, so I'm going to take it. We have to get some gold generation to be able to feasibly play it, I think. Ooh, boy, howdy. What do we take here? Some good red cards. Ogre Conscripts, Red Mist Pillager. It does Disciple of Nevermore is quite good. Roseleaf Rejuvenator is quite good. Arm the Rebellion's good. Furline Mantle's good. I'm not sure where we're going to end up. I think I want to take this Ogre and this Red Mist Pillager. I think these are two cards that can very easily take over a game. Disciple is great, but we don't really have any black that we really want. Same with Roseleaf Rejuvenator. I mean, frankly, we don't really have much red that we want, but we have a Bronze Legionnaire and Arena, so it's a little bit more than the other two colors. Mercenary Exiles is a great pickup here. Very happy about that. After that, Arm the Rebellion's an incredibly good card. Rebel Instigator is kind of whatever. I'm not all that impressed with it. So, despite the fact that I just took 2 red cards and taking a red card here, I almost don't even want to take a Rebel Instigator. Like the issue with him is that he'll trade with a creep and make a 2/3, but that 2/3 doesn't really do a whole lot unless you can pump him up somehow. As opposed to like Red Mist Pillager, which just destroys a lane by itself. I'm going to take an Arm the Rebellion. Maybe we'll end up in green. Who knows? Venomancer is a really nice pickup. We need a good blue hero. And I'll take a Roseleaf Rejuvenator. I like this card. I think I want it more than a second Arm the Rebellion. So right now we're definitely in 3 colors. Take these, I guess, since they're good. Heck, we might end up in 4 colors, which is not a thing I've ever done before. So here's hoping. All right, a Pickoff and a Gank are both great. I'm going to take them. At this point, I'm almost positive we're going to be at least 3 colors, maybe even 4 colors. Yeah, I think both of these are really good. Removal spells. Gank is kind of awkward if we're only... Jeez. Oh man, jeez. Well, if we're not really playing all that many green cards, then I'd rather just take these 2 removal spells. We'll take a Stonehold Plate and I guess a Poaching Knife. I don't know what's going on, but our black just went from pretty miserable to like absolutely insane overdrive. So I'm very happy. As a side note, I've tried to play Ravenhook in multiple decks in the past, and he has never once stolen a piece of equipment. So I'm kind of over him. I don't really think he's particularly good. Whereas a Gladi Vandal is quite good. Timbersaw is nice, as is Messenger Rookery. I'll definitely take him. All right. We need a black hero if we can find one. I'm going to take this unsupported artillery. Our black went from like whatever to potentially incredibly powerful. At this point, are we going to bother with green? My assumption is nah. But I don't want to take Ravenhook for the aforementioned reasons. Obviously, I wouldn't take Magnus for that. I might take a Thunderhide Pack just to keep my options open. But I probably am not going to play green. None of these other cards, I think, are things that I particularly want. This Payday might work out. Maybe I'll take the Payday. Because we do have the Vesture and some more expensive things, right? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be green, so here we go. Hey, a Bristleback. That's kind of nice. And another Red Mist Pillager. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty happy right now. So we'll have to play a Debbie. I think... Oh, geez. Oh, God. Guess I take a Helm of the Dominator. Wow. Okay. A second shield is pretty strong, but... Man. Yeah, I guess I'll take a Helm. I don't know. It's slightly more expensive, but enough magic is quite good. I'm not going to play any of these other cards. It's a shame we can't pick up the Zoochz, but we already have 2 heroes, so I'm not really worried about it. Okay, this is kind of a mess, but definitely playing at least one Debbie. Alright, this is what our hero lineup looks like right now. I don't know. We might end up needing a second Debbie over one of these 2 colors, so let's see. Yeah, maybe we just need one red hero. It's kind of looking like it. Alright, that's our red right now. 13, yeah, it's pretty low. So probably end up cutting this Timbersaw. Especially since we have 2 ganks. Alright. Pickoff is incredible. Yeah, we almost certainly have to play a second Debbie. So, sorry, Timbersaw. And then let's see our blue. Thunderstorm. Oh, maybe our blue is just our good heroes. Now I don't know what to do. I want to play this and one for me just because we have so many good equipment. The good news is we have 41 cards. Bad news is, okay, I gotta cut a blue and put the timber guy back in. Yeah, sorry. Alright, this looks pretty good. Well, we got a lot of our powerful black cards at 4, so having this guy come in at 4 seems good. We don't really want this guy until 6 anyway, so he comes in on the turn his ability can be used. The only question is now, do we cut anything? Yeah, I could cut this and one for me. That's kind of a meme card. I want the Payday, I think. These cunning plans aren't particularly necessary. I'll take one of those out. I think there's a higher potential upside to the and one for me. But I don't know. It's not a card I've actually played with all that much. So I'm probably going to get chastised for playing all these expensive cards. But we have a poaching knife. That's kind of a thing that can get us some more money. Honestly, I think I prefer that over the Stonehall Pike. And I'm going to play one more cloak. I know I'm going one over, but I think I just want to drop the overall cost of my deck just ever so slightly. Anyway, that was the draft portion. Stick around for game number 1.